Hi everybody, I am Brandon from We Must Dash, and this is the Ultimate Backpacker's Survival Guide to Thailand. This is Chapter 1, and we're talking about how to get to and from the airports of Bangkok. So sit back, get your little mind grapes all ready. We're going to be throwing a lot of information at you. For all of our Ultimate Backpacker Survival Guides, we will have a format that we will follow, and that's going to include a rundown along here. And what that will do is that will allow you to skip to and from different topics. So say, for instance, if you want to go from taxis in BKK and you want to go directly to DMK because that's where you're going to be flying into, you can click and we will adjust the timeline for you and skip ahead to that portion. So normally when you arrive in Bangkok, you're going to fly into either BKK or DMK. One is Suvarnabhumi Airport and the other one is the old airport of Don Mueang. Now, for popularity purposes, we are going to go over BKK first. So, having said that, as you can see, we have three different topics. So let's start off with visa information. Now, Thailand is very friendly to foreigners. So what that means is many of you will not need a visa ahead of time. But for the sake, we have a link down in the description and I will put it right here. And this is a link to the immigration office's information. Now, you could basically search any country and you could see what your visa information. For example, I'm from the US, so we get an automatic 15 days entry from land, 30 days from the air. So what that means is if you fly into Thailand, you will automatically get a 30-day tourist visa. If your country is listed as a visa on arrival country, you will need to go to that section. You'll follow the blue signs and they will get you to the proper area where you can fill out the proper forms and they should grant you a visa on arrival, no problem. Section number 2 is the arrivals area and what you can expect from that. This is after you go through passport control, you receive your stamp, and you make it out into the arrivals area. First off, ATMs, we highly recommend not bringing your foreign cash into the country. Cash, if you lose it, it's gone for good, and that's all there is to it. So many of our travelers bring cash with them and expect to exchange it on the spot for Thai baht. Because Thailand is so friendly to tourists, you can use their ATMs and it's for a small fee. I believe it comes out to about $6 per pull. So what we normally recommend to our travelers is that they pull every 4 to 5 days. You could pull out a week's worth of money at a time. That's going to keep you from accumulating too many ATM fees. However, if you do exchange, they do charge you a rate to do that, and it can be pretty expensive at times. Like if you don't have a certain amount of money, there's a flat rate sometimes of $20 to exchange. You may be exchanging $100 and pay $20 for that. So hit the ATMs at the airport. Don't bring cash with you. Again, you're going to pay a lot less in fees to do so. Now, having said that, if you do bring cash with you, there are many exchange places and they're normally located right next to the ATMs. Also, travel pro tip, do not forget your debit or credit card in any of the ATMs. When you get your money, you will have to wait for it to return your card to you. We've had many travelers have problems with this, and it's not a good way to start off your trip. So just make a mental note. The ATM is going to swallow your card, but once you're done with the transaction, you'll get your money, and then your card will be returned to you. So just don't forget about that. Now, the other thing to do in the arrivals area is to obtain a SIM card. If you want to have international data for a very, very affordable price, we recommend doing this right at the airport. Now, the next chapter in our Ultimate Backpacker Survival Guide to Thailand is going to be all about SIM cards. So here is the link to that. We'll also have it down in the description. That's going to help you understand everything you need to know about SIM cards in Thailand and some of the companies that we recommend. Boom! Magic cup. Now, speaking of drinks, where are the bathrooms? There's bathrooms all over the BKK airport and especially in the arrivals area. So having said that, before you start your long journey into the city, sometimes it takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. We highly recommend you stopping and using the bathroom before you exit the airport. Bangkok traffic is notorious and sometimes you can sit even longer than an hour, sometimes 2 hours. Follow the signs for the water closet or the restrooms. Get that out of the way before you decide to leave the airport. Moving right along, we have our transportation section. You have 3 main modes of transportation to get from BKK to what is most popular known as Khao San Road and also Sukhumvit. Those are 2 separate areas. We'll explain how to get to both of them for you. Now, the first and most popular way is a taxi. After a 10 to 15 hour flight, you don't want to spend too much time waiting in the airport for a bus to show up or spending time on a busy subway. So sometimes the taxi is the most efficient and the most comfortable way to go. If it's you and 2 or 3 other friends, you can comfortably take a taxi without being cramped. They offer everything from regular taxis to taxi vans for a slight upcharge, and these are going to run on a kiosk system. So before we get too ahead of ourselves, how do you find the taxi? Well, once you make your way to the arrivals area, you're going to follow the public transportation signs and taxi signs to the proper level. Once you make it out there, you'll make your way to the taxi queue. Now what that is it's a series of kiosks. You have everything from a taxi van to a regular taxi. You're going to press a button at the kiosk. You will receive a slip with a number on it. This number will match up exactly with the taxi parking spot that you need to visit. So it's a very, very simple system. Once you get your taxi, you can expect anywhere from the 30 to 60 minute ride into the city. Now, sometimes this can be longer if traffic is an issue. So as far as paying for your taxi, taxis are definitely the most expensive out of our 3 transportation options, but again, it's the most efficient and the most comfortable. So how much can I expect to pay? Well, normally with a metered taxi, it's going to cost anywhere from 300 to 350 baht, but many of the taxi drivers are going to try and make you pay a flat rate. If you can get a flat rate for 400 to 500 baht, it's still considered a good deal because A, even if you use the meter, it's going to ring up to about 300 to 310 baht. B, they still charge a 50 baht surcharge for picking you up from the airport. That cannot be avoided, and you will see it on the taxi slip. C, they will charge you tolls. If you don't use the tollway, it's going to take you anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. This is going to cost you about 70 baht. So already you're up to 420 baht. So if you and the taxi driver can come to some sort of an agreement between 4 and 500 baht, this is to be expected, and in our opinion, it's a very, very good deal. But if you still want to run the meter, you can still expect to pay somewhere along 420 baht for that. So on to our number 2 option for transportation in Bangkok. This is going to be the bus. Now recently, they have launched an S1 bus, and what the S1 bus is going to be direct right from BKK Airport to Khao San Road. Now, Khao San Road is one of the most popular backpacker destinations. That's why this bus is a really, really great choice for you. So, how do I find the bus? Once again, you're going to follow the signs for public transportation. You're going to go down to the correct floor. This bus is going to be located just past the taxi line. Again, the taxi line is very difficult to miss because it's going to have all of those numbers and all the parking spots up above overhead. So you're going to walk just past the taxi line and you should see the stop for the S1 bus. Now, this bus departs every 30 to 40 minutes. So again, you might have to wait. Sometimes people don't want to wait. They've been on a long flight and they don't want to wait. This is a godsend because it only costs 60 baht to get directly from BKK to Khao San Road. Now, if you're on a shoestring budget, the S1 bus is absolutely the best way to go. It has anywhere between a 40-minute and a 60-minute ride time. That's going to bring you right to Rambutra here, which, as you can see, is only 1 block from Khao San Road, and basically the center for backpacking in Thailand. On to our number 3 option, which is the BTS Airport Rail Link. This is going to be located on the lowest level, and once again, you can get there by following the overhead signs for public transportation. Now, the airport rail link alone is only going to cost you 45 baht. This is an excellent option for people staying in Sukhumvit. This is going to bring you directly to the Payatai station. Payatai is directly on the Sukhumvit line, so you transfer once, and depending on where your hotel is, you can take the Sukhumvit line to the appropriate amount of stops. If you still want to get to Khao San Road, you can exit out onto the street, wait at the bus stop for bus 59, which is going to bring you directly to the Democracy Monument. Now, normally the bus driver will say, "You, Khao San Road." It's obvious because you're wearing a backpack and you're a Westerner. So they're going to assume you're trying to get off at Khao San Road. So just pay attention to the bus driver. If you have Google Maps, you can follow along on where the bus is on its route. That's what I normally do, and that's the best way to ensure you get off at the proper stop. Altogether, the airport rail link from BKK to the Payatai station could be anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. So again, for only 45 baht, it's going to get you to the Payatai station. If you're going to Sukhumvit, you will have an additional cost, but that's based upon your stop along the Sukhumvit line. If you're going to Khao San, the bus will cost normally 6.50 baht, and it will get you 1 block away from Khao San Road. So, having wrapped up BKK and all the transportation options, once again, you have a taxi, you have a bus, and you have a train system. All good options for people that have a preference of different transportation. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below and we will answer them for you. All right, moving right along, the next most popular airport in Bangkok is Don Muang, or DMK. Now, odds are you'll be flying to this airport if you're coming from anywhere else in Southeast Asia. This is a huge hub for AirAsia, which is one of the most popular airlines in Thailand. So for DMK, we're going to skip right along between the visa information and the arrivals area and go directly to transportation. Because the visa information and the arrivals area is almost exactly the same in DMK as it is BKK, or they're laid out the same, we're just going to focus on transportation for this portion. So for our number one option for transportation from DMK down to Khao San Road or Sukhumvit, it's going to be the taxi. Now, this is the easiest, most convenient once again. You're going to have people bombarding you once you get out into the arrivals area that are going to ask you for a taxi. You're going to have private car services that are going to try and charge you a lot more than a taxi will. So how do we find our taxi? Once again, you will follow the yellow signs to the public transportation area. It's all the way at the southern end of the airport. So once you get into the taxi area, you're going to take a slip which will contain a number. You're going to have a seat and there will be some screens that will display. Once your number is called, the proper attendant will hook you up with a taxi. Now, the taxi option is going to take anywhere from 30 minutes to, we've heard, upwards of 2 hours. But the normal seems to be about 45 minutes, as long as traffic isn't too bad. You can also take the tollway to ensure you get a little bit of a quicker trip. Now, the price for this is going to be anywhere from 200 to 300 baht if you use the meter. But once again, the driver is going to get a 50 baht surcharge because he picked you up from the airport. And also you're going to pay the highway tolls. So now you're looking anywhere from 350 to 400 baht. If you can get a flat rate anywhere from 300 baht to 500 baht, we highly recommend this. So on to our number two option, which is the bus. Now you have two options of buses. The number one option that we recommend is the A4 bus. This is a bus that will bring you from DMK and has a stop on Khao San Road. It's going to take anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes and it's going to cost you 40 baht. So it's a very affordable option. The next option is bus 59, which we have heard is terribly slow. We've heard people waiting 40 to 60 minutes for the bus to show, and sometimes it doesn't show up at all. You wait about an hour and a half. So we're not going to recommend this bus to you. If you do wish to take the bus and save some money, make sure it's the A4 bus. That's going to be the best option for you. There is no option for the BTS airport rail link for DMK airport. So you're going to want to stick with either a taxi or a bus. Thank you guys very much for watching along with this video. We're going to be putting out new videos twice a week, so make sure you follow along and subscribe, and also pay attention to our other videos in the Ultimate Backpacker's Survival Guide to Thailand. You can find links to the other videos in the description below. Also, if you want to review anything else, make sure you use the timeline here to choose something else to go back and review that. Thanks again, guys. I am Brandon from WeMustDash. Also, if you have any interest in taking part in one of our trips, make sure you go to WeMustDash.com. Check out some of our Thailand itineraries. At the moment, we also do Costa Rica, Iceland, and Peru. That's it for me. Thanks again for watching this video. Make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to our channel, and hopefully we see you guys on the road soon. Thanks, guys.